Right, and I'll just start saying that if you can hear a bit of a background noise, it's just because I've got my aircon on. It's a warm day over here in England today, so yeah, the aircon's on. So if there's a bit of background, really, that's what it is. Let's get going. Hello, who are you? Hostiles, that's who they are. Instead of me going in and get ambushed, I want them to come to me first. Well, this hurt me. Think it will. Well, that didn't do that much damage.
Taste my fury.
Really didn't do a lot of damage on. Why is Lisa not getting it? And I'm not getting an attack. Is it because I'm covered in whatever I'm covered in?
Got to focus. I am fury. I am death. What should I do?
No traps, please. I took the edge off.
I've picked up like 2 fucking items. How am I over encumbered already? Didn't mean to do that. That. Think that was everything? Yeah. But also, nice. Just let me multi-select the shit so I can get rid of it. The fuck's... He should let me change the filter without selecting everything, deselecting everything.
The Absolute's forces have taken Duke Ravengard to Moonrise Towers. A powerful asset. Just what are their intentions, I wonder? Broken. Need to find another way.
walk in the way of dawn, for Lathander cannot protect you where the light doth not reach.
Who there, wanderer?
Hello, Mr. Wizard.
Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
Meet Elminster Ormar. A good friend of mine, but rather more significantly, he's the most famed and respected wizard in the realms.
Am I, indeed? Most famed and respected errand boy, more like. I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Bortity washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you would begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Oh, for the love of...
This way then? To your camp? Oh, don't dawdle now, lad. You're the one who's in such a frightful hurry.
Oh, nigh on 13 centuries old and he still thinks with his stomach. We'd best follow and see if he's more disposed to speak plainly once it's stopped its grumbling. A wise choice. Better to indulge your curiosity than Elminster's appetite.
Yes, what a delightful wedge of old Elfturian that was. Doesn't do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Right. You see, well, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
The long-awaited question. Now, if you please, Elminster, for the too long-awaited answer.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils. They choose the instruments of their will with great precision. Sometimes the single drops we think we are do not realize what waves we are building up to be. Do not discount yourself, and by the same token, do not discount your enemy. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mystra's belief that only you can.
The orb.
Precisely. Mystra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
I kind of want to go for the bottom one just for the lols, but nah, I like Gale.
No, indeed. But I think she trusts me too.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mystra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute, and for your sacrifice you will be redeemed. Such is Mystra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Mina hastra mistraril Italior Thras Annas Dithra. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the skies-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
Oh, was that Gale's granddad? It doesn't ring a bell. But all right. Must have had something important to say to Gale if he came all this way. Good news, I hope. Whoa now, he's got a... Well, I guess that would explain a little, but... Mistra? I mean, this is a lot to take in. What's he going to do? Well, tell him to pick the right one. Or better yet, I'll do it. Fucking wizards, man. They always need help picking the simple, obvious option. If Mistra can't think of another way to stop the Absolute than sacrificing Gale, she's no god worth worshipping. I'll say that to Gale in, you know, gentle terms.
Man, I really like Carlock, but I like the team I've got now, so I don't really want to change it up.
I can't believe Mistress demanding Gale sacrifice himself to destroy the Absolute. It's just a waste of a perfectly good cult that we could be controlling. And a waste of a perfectly good Gale, I suppose.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days. The Doddering Act is merely an illusion, one he's most adept at maintaining. Elminster is the most formidable wizard in the realms. Perhaps in existence. For Mistra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left. Of course, we offer the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the Absolute will be gone, and I along with it. I've no doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he's saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have, and only I can wield it. I had no doubt I could rely on you. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating. Then I suppose there is nothing more to be done but find the heart of the Absolute and stop its beating.
I don't know why, but I kind of have a feeling that when it comes to destroying the Absolute, there's going to be a choice of who does it and then that character dies, maybe? I could be completely wrong, but I kind of feel like that's where it's going.
A shame my first brush with the famed Elminster couldn't be a tad more optimistic. Listen, I might invoke the Triad from time to time, appeal to Helm, but I'm no man of faith. Not like Gale. I don't know what drives a man to consider his own death, among countless others, to be an appropriate exchange for his goddess's forgiveness. To me, it all sounds like nonsense. The faith that matters most is that which you hold in yourself, in the ones that most matter to you. Big Bomb be damned. Gale's got everything he needs to defeat the Absolute already. Talent, nerve, and powerful allies at his side. I hope he'll come to see that.
You wish to speak?
I can't believe Mistra actually expects Gale to just sacrifice himself like that. Seems like a waste of a fine mind.
Elminster. Even the Githyanki have heard tell of the Sage of Shadowdale. Some of his works have been translated to Tirsu. That doesn't mean his every word carries wisdom, however. Near as I can tell, Mistra demands Gale's faith, but holds no faith in him. Why else would she demand Gale sacrifice himself, and perhaps so many others? Does she not think he can destroy the Absolute with his own immense talents? Does she not know the mighty company that he keeps? Demanding Vlaakith may be, but she acts for the good of the Githyanki people. Mistra is concerned only for herself. Bah. Perhaps he'd find forgiveness in a fiery death. But I can't help but wonder why he'd want it at all.
Just because I use a short rest and I don't know what's upcoming, I will do an actual long rest as well, just to get everything back. I always forget where it tells me how much I've got. Is it in this menu? Ah, 477. Ah. Why not then? That's what, still 12 nearly short in long rest, so should be fine. I wonder if that's a blue jay I tried to talk to earlier. Or at least like animal handle, but it don't work. Let's go. Do I just need to sleep the night away, or...? Yeah, cutscenes. Sweet.
Supreme Kithrak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kier Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen. I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh! I should run you through for suggesting it.
If they have not said, They must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. That very power will be the end of Vlaakith's tyranny. The Prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the Prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the Prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness! You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it. Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talak Magir in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle or slip away. I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Vlaakith Kosivim Chrath Crashet. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if Tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me. I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood. Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed. I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right. Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better. Yes, I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Chares's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
Well, after that, I need to talk to everyone again.
I didn't expect Lae'zel to turn on the Lich Queen so readily. Wonders never cease.
What will Voss have to show for himself when we catch up with him, I wonder? His intelligence may yet prove the key to unlocking the artifact's secrets. We should ensure we follow up when we reach Baldur's Gate. She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me. Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history.
Okay, I'm guessing I just have my team with me at the minute, so no one else to talk to. Okay, sound. And now everyone else is back.
So, Lae'zel's war with Vlaakith. Going to break her chains in Baldur's Gate. Good for her.
You wish to speak?
There's a schism growing among the Githyanki people, and Lae'zel just took one step towards choosing a side.
I'm unlocking all the trophies this time.
This is no typical gloom. Need to stay alert.
Are you the true soul? I'll take that as a yes. Listen up. Grab a torch, stay out of the dark, and move fast. Shadows have eyes. Go on!
Do I not have a torch in my hand? I don't like not having my weapon though.
Don't stick about. A torch will keep you safe. More or less. I'll keep an eye for other true souls and then head to camp. Can't get out of here fast enough.
I can feel the Shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me. The Shadow Curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do. You're resourceful. You'll find a way. Don't give me that look. It's a good thing that I'm resistant to the shadows. This way I can help you. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
I think I'm going to make my way to the little checkpoint. And then I'll explore so I can get a weapon back in my hand.
You can be right unkind. You know that.
No day.
A pile of belongings, forsaken to the curse, so that their owners could escape with their
Similar to
lives.
the astral plane in some ways. Wouldn't you say, Lae'zel?
Hardly. The astral plane is threaded with light and silver, life-giving and wondrous in all directions. Nothing like this dismal abyss.
Hey, boy. You want the bone? Fetch! You see that blighter go? Swallowed whole by the shadow curse. Bet he was pure tasty. You're the true soul we're taking to Moonrise, I'm guessing. Don't worry, boss, you're in good hands. We've got a guide. Talk to Kansif inside. He'll run through it. Anything for a true soul. Put in a good word for me at Moonrise, eh?
True soul. An honor. Did you bring the lyre? We were told to expect a true soul. That Night Warden Minthara would send someone with her lyre to summon a guide through the darkness. I admit, I'm surprised the true soul does not know this. Where are you headed, exactly? I fear neither of us are traveling, then. The darkness here is murderous. The only safe way through is with a guide. Of course, you are free to take your chances if you wish. But I will be waiting here for the Night Warden's lyre. Ah, you do have it. Then pluck a tune, and our guide will come scuttling.
$16.
Your higher mistress. What are they doing to it?
Someone pinch me, please. I'd really love to wake up from this nightmare.
Greetings, in the Absolute's name. You have been charged with guiding us.
New flesh for you, my queen. But who are they?
Best introduce yourself. Perhaps you'll listen to a true soul.
And you? What are you? Apart from a torturer of liars.
More faithful of the Absolute. They need a guide to the tower, same as us.
Your minds connect, and you hear a whispered voice. The Absolute. Or just the echoes of his fractured mind reverberating in the dark.
A true soul. You have more worshippers every day, Majesty. Yes. Yes. They'll do nicely. We have our queen's favor. She speaks to us, protects us, graces us with her blessing.
And her magic lamp.
And they are jealous of your gift, Majesty. But you gave it to us, and we always keep it close. No! Our queen gave it to us. If they wish to walk through the darkness alone, they are welcome to.
Good. Now, are we ready to depart?
Bless us again, Majesty. Shine your light. Protect us. Come, follow, and stay close. Do not leave the light. Do not feed the shadows.
You heard him. Move out!
They should stay closer, my queen. They should stay in light. Unless they want to become shadows.
What are you doing, dickhead?
They must keep up. The shadows are hungry.
Ain't all got 10 legs.
Patience. Majesty, you bless us with patience.
Looks like an ambush.
Wait. Something's wrong, Majesty.
Who's there? Show yourself! Harper's attack! Kill the cultists and get that lantern! Heretics! Villains in the dark!
These Harpers are clearly enemies of the Absolute. They could be worthwhile allies. But defend the guide and you may preserve your cover as a true soul.
Kill them! Tear the heathens to pieces! Strike down the blasphemous in your name, Majesty!
With haste.
No good.
shall be done.
So how can I not get up there? It's Misty Step, it should allow me to.
Time to strike. Taking position. Invade via.
Okay, I'm guessing I would have to make some movement first to get able. Okay, get it.
You will die here. The Absolute wills it so. I'll cut you in her name. For the Absolute.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Wretched little things. Better than the shadows. But no matter, Majesty, they are already dead and soon forgotten.
Aside from the wounds of battle, you can't see anything unusual.
All dead, Majesty. It is time for us to move on. They will hurry, Majesty. They will not keep you waiting.
Just want to search your bodies, chillax.
The Dark Lady shields me. I can feel her.
Something's wrong. I feel weak. Drained.
The shadows will not consume me. I am shielded by Lady Shah.
I'm just going to check through the stuff, what I need to collect, whether I actually need to get anything from you, because if not, I'm not going to bother.
This battlefield.
Imagine the glorious din of it all. The streaming banners, the charging knights, the piles of severed limbs and heads.
I'd rather not, if it's all the same to you.
Nah, nothing here, so I'm just going to carry on.
They must get on. They must hurry.
Those heretics, Majesty.
thin skin? Afraid of the dark?
In this place, only a fool wouldn't be.
Stay close. The shadows are darkest here, hungriest here. Do not stray from the light, no matter what they promise you.
There's the tower now, big lad. Your breech is still clean.
My blade is, but that can change. Just keep talking.
They will be silent.
Moonrise Towers at last.
They approach your
We're close.
sanctuary, Majesty.
I can feel it. The Absolute. Its power is strong here.
Playtime's over. So, perk up your ears. You and the pup have a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out. Questions! You're wasting my time! Let's see about getting your priorities fixed. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. You either mount a quick rescue, or you condemn Will to an eternity sizzling in the hells. Sounds like an easy choice to me.
New meat, Drider.
Oh, the Queen said them. Her Majesty's flesh grows full and glorious.
Move.
His thoughts seek yours, searching, grasping. Your parasite squirms in recognition.
Disciple Zarel's in the Great Hall. She'll be wanting to see you. Rest of you, head on in.
The others will go in, but I will go up. My Queen summons me to her chapel to be in her presence. I hear you, sweet Majesty. I am coming. My Queen.
Not to diminish our efforts, but it was rather simple getting here in the end, wasn't it?
The obstacles ahead of us promise to be higher still. Which will make
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you through the main doors.
If you have coin, then show it.
Get moving, will you?
Yes, this one didn't die in the Goblin Camp.
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul? Of course. Just before some godless lunatic purged the place of every innocent soul. A pity neither of us saw what happened.
No, didn't see what happened at all.
Better to keep that quiet, unless you want another look from the receiving end. Look around. All manner of beasties united against the enemies of the Absolute. Quite a god to bring them all together, and quite a fool who draw their ire. Hmm?
Do I buy that for laser? I'll see what money I've got after. Also, I won't mind going to the camp and gathering all my items I've got so I can sell more, to be fair. I need that for Gale. And I'm just after the Whispering Promise, which was an Act 1 thing, I just didn't buy it. So I'm hoping to be able to buy it now. What weapon was it or whatever? Right, so it's a ring, but I might have to, oh, first of all by that, I might have to re-roll because it doesn't seem to be here. Yeah. I'll come back, sell all the shit, and then maybe buy that for laser.
An honor, true soul.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
We'll handle the diplomacy. You just keep looking pretty.
Looking ahead.
Your mind mingles with Will's, and he learns of Missoura's mission to Moonrise.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow. Missoura set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue. Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole. Not a one. All that matters is that we free it. Fail, and I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front lines of the Blood War. And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right.
This dark land must be filled with the broken, the beaten, the desperate. The perfect preying ground for a devil who offers a way out for those who sign on the dotted line. I hope we end up seeing our friend Raphael down here somewhere. Help me find him, and you'll find out. When I was taken to his house, I was caught off guard. But now I know what to ask for. Perfect! I knew you would understand.
I was hoping you'd come to chat. What do you need? Very serious of you. But go ahead. I won't pretend that I don't know what you mean. Ever since we entered the Shadow Curse, I felt like something's calling to me. Some purpose that I need to find. Give me some time. If I can figure out whatever it is that I need to do, well, then there should be more time for us.
So, you found the seat of the Absolute's power. And what a power it is. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. I'm afraid this burden is one I have to carry alone. I just hope my powers last long enough to see this through. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me, its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain. I itched to draw my weapon and gut every last one of
I
these
was a
cultists.
farrier in Desarin Valley.
You're keen. Just
Then the dreams came.
don't get carried away. Some of those guts might be of use to us on.
Ever at your service.
If you're ever at my service, give me the fucking ring I want. To be fair, I did also say I'll come back and load of shit to sell, and I didn't do that, so.
An honor, true soul.
A long way to go still.
I'm gonna load up these guys with the shit I want to sell.
Quite ready for you.
One thing I just realised, well, traders only have a certain amount of money to give me, don't we? So I may be bringing a lot of this back. Ooh, Gale wants to speak to me.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation in a more suitable locale. Gladly. Simply follow yonder path, and soon you will find him.
Hey, if Shadowwater isn't putting out, you know what? Why not?
I love this time of night. There's an almost reverent silence that accompanies the peak of darkness, when you'd almost believe the dawn will never break. The cradle of eternity. The timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies. Indeed. The curse is still present, of course. Just veiled and at arm's length for now. Not a trick I can repeat often, but tonight is different. This may be my last night alive. I wanted it to be under a canopy of beauty and wonder. I thought this place might bring me peace. I thought it might make the weight of what I must do feel a little lighter. But I'm not so sure. Babe or crone, coward or hero, death is assured. Mystra's forgiveness is not. If you knew the end was near, would you not want to ensure it had meaning? I am terrified. I will not claim otherwise. My face could scarcely conceal it, even if my words sought to deny it. There is no point in running from the inevitable. Better to meet it on my own terms. Yes, but there is so much to live for and so few moments in which to house it all. Damn you. Damn you for giving me so much to care about. Our friends, our adventures. This would have been so much easier if it was just me, but it isn't. If there is a way, any way, to save all that's grown dear to me, I want to seize it. I just cannot fathom what that might be, other than to fail Mystra and condemn the world. Stay with me, will you? I don't want to think of it anymore, but I don't want to be alone either.
I guess Gale wasn't putting out either. What does
Dog
Scratch have
wags
for
his
me this
tail,
time?
a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
I was hoping to speak to you, as a matter of fact, about the night you were kind enough to keep this melancholy wizard company. I wanted to thank you. I was sinking into a dark place, but you reminded me there is still light in the world, if I should care to look for it. You may well have prevented me from doing something very rash in the near future. I count myself lucky to call you a friend. I'm glad to hear it. And I intend to prove myself worthy of the sentiment.
Right, let's see if I get the item this time.
Want me to check those crates? Be nice to know what we're shipping.
I never thought I'd
Erna, remind your sister why I pay you both so much.
Minding our business is our business.
Ever at your service.
Yeah, really didn't get to sell a lot of that.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Brothers, sister, pray with me while we wait.
I'm not worthy. I never learned the words.
Yes, you did. She gives them to you fully formed. You hear her?
Of many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts, one mind.
To stand this close to her power.
Lost in thought.
I never thought I'd make it.
I wouldn't have if not for the lantern bearer. To think the absolute grace is such a creature as that.
We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
Well, it's a waste of time getting all that out, and back to camp it is, because I still need this thing.
Let's
Let's move.
I know this is probably a little bit boring, but at least I've had cutscenes up till now anyway, so at least there's been a bit of progression.
Smile, girl. We're among friends.
I was a farrier in Disarring
Too damn
Valley.
friendly, you ask me.
And the dreamscape.
God's fearing. Ever at your service.
Oh. Yeah, okay, the goal's been replenished. I could have. Oh, for God's sake, I'm gonna have to get all that back out now, aren't I? What does the Whispering Promise even look like? Because this is getting stupid now. Yep, it's not there.
An honor, true soul.
This may be the last time I see this trader, so I won't get this item. I do apologise. I'll just grab a few items at a time, so definitely give it a sell at all.
I'll feed him his own loincloth.
These are our allies, Erna.
I wouldn't have if not for
I'll
that.
handle the diplomacy. Ever at your service.
And of course, still no Whispering Promise. Okay, so next time I can probably take a little bit more than that. Like I said, I'm getting my money now. Where's that bloody grey tax? I may as well buy it for later, I reckon.
An honor.
Indolence breeds madness.
And I do actually need a heavy crossbow for laser. No, wrong person.
And this was funny when it was just goblins branding arses, but you lot mean business, eh? Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul? An honor, true soul.
Nah, nothing really there.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Here we go again.
You sure you don't want me to check those crates? Be nice to know what we're shipping.
I never thought I'd make
Erna, remind your sister why I pay you both so much.
Minding our business.
Ever at your service.
I forgot Pingartons of me. I am doing this right. Shadow Heart. If an item isn't available at any of these vendors, you can do a long rest to reset their wares. You do not need any camp supplies when doing a long rest for this purpose. Okay, so yeah, it's just I'm being really unlucky.
An honor.
Have I got to make it to there?
Smile, girl.
Sister.
We're among friends.
Pray with me.
Too
while we-
damn
friendly, you ask me.
I'm not worthy.
God's
I
fearing
never learned
folk
the
ought to
words.
be more fearful.
Ever at your service.
I swear this isn't changing at all.
An honor, true son.
bugbear keeps looking over.
Sister,
I'll feed him his
pray
own
with me while we
loincloth.
These are our allies, Erna.
I never
I'll
meant
handle the
words.
diplomacy.
Yes,
You just
you
keep
did.
looking pretty.
She gives them to you fully formed. Can you hear her?
Of many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts, one mind.
Ever at your service.
I'm just not getting this ring. I might just give up. Because it's just getting stupid now.
An honor.
One more
true
go,
soul.
then that's it. Well, I've done this for nothing. But, have I? Because the website I'm looking at, I can gate from this person, but then on another website, it's Act 1 by Volo. But I didn't get the option to trade. Yeah, if he performs surgery, leaves the camp. I didn't get it from Grat. Soul by Volo in Act 2 if he doesn't give a surgery. So he has. And then Soul by Volo in Act 3 after rescuing him. So I'm guessing I don't get from this person according to this website anyway. So all that was a waste of fucking time.
You sure you don't want me to check those crates?
I was a
Be nice to
farrier
know
in
what we're
Dissarin
shipping.
Valley.
Erna, remind
The
your
dreams
sister why I pay you both so much.
Minding our business is our business. The Absolute calls us all to her design. Your family will answer. Eventually.
Yeah, looks like an Act 3 thing. I've just wasted all that fucking time.
Brothers, sister, pray with me while we wait.
I'm not worthy. I never
About. Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above.
Now that would be a prize. Araj O'Blordra, trader in all things occult. A very great pleasure to meet you, true soul. Should you be interested, I have a particular offer I'd like to make. Put plainly, I'd like your blood.
a vial of true soul's blood specifically. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. Research, naturally. We at
Hey, how's it going?
Baldur are simply curious by nature.
You realize why the name rings familiar? House of Baldur was purged a century ago by an alliance of rival drow houses. Among the many crimes tallied against them, their reckless experimentation with illithid breeding stock.
I've just got to add to the Moonrise Tower.
Blessed by the absolute, but not blinded by it. Now I simply must study you. The beings you speak of have no use for gods, and yet here we stand in a church of their making. Unless they are not the makers, but simply the means, wouldn't that be a secret worth knowing? So let me adjust my offer. Your blood and your silence, in exchange for the potions I mention, and a tidy pile of gold besides. Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. A little pain for a lot of gold. And there we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. And if I may, would you have a moment to discuss another more personal matter? Truth be told, I heard tell of your coming before you arrived. Ketheric's dogs prowl far and wide round the tower. I know you travel with a delightful Nightwalker in your retinue. Please, I have a proposal for him. I will reward you both, handsomely. I must prepare myself for his arrival.
Need something? Cazador, sired 7 spawn. Me and my 6 brothers and sisters. I was one of his first. Some of the others came years later. He was a monster to us all, but did take special pleasure in my pain. He said my screams sounded sweetest. Now that I'm gone, I don't know. I pity the other 6. Well, obviously I would. But you have
No,
so
not yet.
many
This is my first playthrough, so I won't play it myself first. And then I do know some people who play it, so I might do something then.
In that case, I'd be happy to tag along.
Yeah, go ahead.
No one stopped me yet.
Feed if you must, Astarion. But give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart.
never thought I'd see one in real life. I read about your kind for so many years, but you are a finer specimen than any bestiary could describe. You're really a vampire. At least one of their spawn.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. And he's yours to command. My envy is palpable. I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Bye-bye.
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry. You want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge? How very disappointing. Welcome back, true soul. You've come in the spirit of trade, I hope.
Yes?
What's on your mind? Would that I could, but your entourage is full. You'll need to make room for me first. Magical. So, shall we?
I swear I was just about to do something and I can't think what it was.
Too much bowing and scraping. Oh, the shadows instead. The Absolute calls us all to her design. Your family wants her.
We did as we was told, General. Followed every order.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
Us? No, it was Minthara. She got the orders. She...
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
You failed to retrieve the artifact. You failed to protect your true soul. You do not deserve to live.
A new true soul come to share their wisdom? We did as we were told. We're loyal to the Absolute. Tell him!
Silence!
True Soul, you have seen these goblins at work, have you not? What say you?
See? What I tell ya? Praise the Absolute.
Faith without action is anemic, sickly, in a word, useless. We are too close to the ending and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them, quickly.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again.
No! No!
Dispose of the rest as you see fit.
Bit of a headache there.
Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. They are yours. You can release them, kill them, or feed them to each other for all I care. Just deal with them. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! Oh, praise the Absolute! And praise her true soul!
Your merciful streak will be the death of us one day. Let's hope Zarel won't be too angry.
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn what fuels his power.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciple Zrel?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No, better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. She sees the goblins walking free, and a burning rage fans across your mind like wildfire.
Explain yourself.
Oh, just about.
Very pragmatic, but very boring. Let's see if there's anything interesting in this brain of yours.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
You took pity on one of Shah's sorry little followers? Or was it genuine affection? Let's take a closer look. With the Absolute, your fantasies can become more real than flesh. The pleasures of the mind can surpass those of the body. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home. It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know.
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
I already get advantage from this situation, or don't I? So I might be good at guidance. I'll take that as long as it's more than one. Or two. Sweet.
I am in awe of the power the relic must hold to be of such importance. General Thorm will not leave Moonrise without it. Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters. The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
Alrighty then, have a talk to the peeps, and that's getting beat for a stream. Bit of a weird one considering I kept having to re-roll that trade, it didn't matter in the end,
I've
but
been
sure.
catching myself smiling more lately. I think that's your fault. Very serious of you. But go ahead. Well, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't been dwelling on becoming... But don't worry. I still have plenty of room for you in both mind and heart.
Yeah, just the same stuff as usual.
Yes.
We must press forward. Let's deal with Ketherick, then find Voss in Baldur's Gate.
In my years as the Blade, I've witnessed countless cruelties, faced unimaginable evil. But Thorm, he is made of pure hate. The Sword Coast will rejoice when the bastard's fallen. And lest we forget, we've a devil to rescue. 2 missions, 1 destination.
Not in a mere prison cell, certainly. My guess, Thorm will have confined him in the bowels of the tower. The deeper we dig, the closer we get.
Soldier?
The Shadow Curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands. This land is more than just soil and rock, root and leaf. It is a living being, in the form of a young Fey boy, with the forest itself in his eyes. His name is Thaniel. I've met him in my meditations, but since the curse was unleashed, I have not felt his presence. He is its prisoner, I fear. And as long as he remains so, his domain will lie in darkness. But if we can find him, we can break the curse. If you learn anything of the Shadowfell, or of a boy with the forest in his eyes, find me at once. I can't be exact, unfortunately. Time and the Shadow Curse won't have been kind to any traces that would have been left behind. A living witness is unlikely, I'll admit. But perhaps there'll be an unliving witness, or some lingering echo of what we seek. Don't worry. If you find something, you will know it. It's not easy, seeing the ravages of the Shadow Curse. But your camp is a most welcome solace. You've shared your fire with me, your company. A small pocket of light against the darkness. But one I couldn't do without. Thank you. You're too modest by far. What fate would I have met without you? Rotting in the goblin cells? Dying against an onslaught on the Grove? More good has been done since I met you than in 100 years before. Words cannot express my gratitude. Yes, I think you do. Forgive me. Sometimes I forget myself, gazing on the beauty of nature's creations.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Right, and I think that was everyone, so yeah, that's going to be it for this one. See you next time.